Hi, Steve here with a pickups video. This will be short this week. I only have a few pickups. Some really good ones though, at least as far as I'm concerned. Looks like the overtime of my work's done, so I'm going to have time to play games and make these little videos again on Saturdays. But after this week, I'm not going to be buying any more stuff on eBay for a while. The overtime was bad because I didn't have time to do anything, but it was good because I had extra money. My wife would let me buy selfish things off of eBay. So now I think I'm just going to go back to yard sales and thrift stores if I do game pickups and try to sell stuff. I was kind of lazy there for a while, just buying stuff. Like I said last time, I wasn't going overboard with my budget, but I was buying more stuff than usual. Now I got to take it easy. I had some car problems, nothing major, and my kid has some dental procedures. So I'll probably have to go back to being a cheapskate with the games, even more of a cheapskate, but I always seem to do fine. Back to the dollar video game pickups after this one. Not that there's anything that impressive here, but stuff I've enjoyed that I've been looking for. I'm going to start trying to hit the gym again next week, so this overtime's over. I was just wore out from the overtime and the car problems or whatever. Not just making up excuses. I got to get back to the gym. Old Jason Vectrex has been motivating me to get back to the gym. He's been pushing up all that weight, kind of motivating me to go back. I think I'm just going to make it simple. Like I just get tired from work and I'm running low on time. Don't have time to play my precious video games. So I think I'm just gonna make it simple at the gym. I'm just gonna do half-hour cardio. I'll just stick to 3 simple exercises, maybe squats, curls, and bench press. Cause I do all these different little exercises and it takes forever. And then if I miss a day, I miss a certain muscle group or a couple of them. So I think I'm just gonna stick to maybe 3 days a week, do squats, maybe do like a superset of squats, curls, and bench press. Oh, maybe lat pull downs, and that's it. And then just do a half-hour cardio and take a shower and come home. Something's better than nothing though. Yeah, I know it's good to do all those little exercises, but I'm not trying to be like a bodybuilder or a fitness model or anything. I just want to keep my heart healthy and maybe get stronger. I seem like I feel better and I have more bounce to my step when I go to the gym. Lately I've been lethargic. Enough of that talk, I'll show you my game pickups. Starting with a gift I got from the Bad Company Gaming Fred, or the Bad Company Eating, whatever he calls himself now. I'll put a link in the description of him. He sent me a Final Fight CD Repro. Fred, about a year or 2 ago, sent me a Snatcher Repro. I played through this year. It's my favorite game. I'm so happy to have this. I'm not spending $6.50 on the real game. Fred sent me this really nice copy of Snatcher, and I thoroughly enjoyed this game. This game might be in like my top 10 or top 20 games I ever played. It's just it's sort of a point-and-click adventure detective game, a little bit of shooting. I think you can use the light gun. What's it called? The Menacer or something. What's it called? Oh, Justifier. That little gun from what was that game called? Lethal Enforcers. You can use that on this. I just use the D-pad. The D-pad works fine. So there's some little shooting segments. Mostly it's just detective work. A lot of dialogue. Really immersive, fun game. You really get into the story. I think I enjoy this more than most modern games. This is a 16-bit game. It felt like so fresh and new to me playing it. Had that really good like 80s, 90s movie vibe. Of course, it draws inspiration from Terminator and Blade Runner, among other movies. A lot of other Konami game references in here too. Yeah, I'm on a roll with Konami lately. Got beat this year, and then Symphony of the Night I beat for the first time. That was from Hav G's. And then I beat Zone of the Enders. DGC sent me that before, so I've been on a Konami roll lately. Yeah, so, but anyway, back to the package from Fred. He sent me this Final Fight CD repro. Anyway, this is a nice little piece for my library. I actually had the actual game. I put it in here. I have the original Sega CD, and here is the repro that Freddy Boy sent me. Whoever does his little repros do a bang up job. The Snatcher worked fine, and the disc looks good. The artwork looks good. But anyway, I put my original copy in there. This is the game I used to play all the time on my JVC XI. My first JVC XI I got when I was a kid for Christmas. I think it was like $40. I ended up selling it. But thankfully I found one at a yard sale for $5 about 7 years ago. So that's what I've been playing my Sega CD games on. But anyway, this Final Fight CD, I have some great memories with this. Not only is this my favorite beat 'em up, probably my favorite version of Final Fight, because of the music. And the music, I actually would put this in my CD player and listen to the music. The music is the bee's knees. Sort of like an orchestrated rock rendition of all the Final Fight songs. They sound better than ever on this game. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep this. I know this is worth a lot, so I might trade this or sell it to the actual old disc. Now that I have a repro with a nice cover, I can slip up in my collection up there. Yeah, then Fred sent me a note here. Thanks for hooking me up with all the laser discs that you find. I hope you enjoy playing these, as I know you're an avid fighting fan. Yes, I love fighting games and beat 'em ups. He knows I like this game. Yeah, it's not my birthday though, so maybe it's a late birthday present. My birthday was in March. Anyway, thanks a lot, BC, again for that Final Fight CD. Okay, on to another bizarre pickup for me. I usually don't share digital pickups, but this game is very important to me, and there was no physical copy of this. I have many physical copies of it across many different consoles and the PC version and all that, but I never had a portable version of it, and this is my favorite game ever made. Many of you know it's old Resident Evil 4. I downloaded that on the Switch. $30. I'll spend $30 all day for this. Of course, I bought it a million times. I've never had it portable. I can take this anywhere now. We're planning a road trip. We usually go up to Idaho every year to see my granddad and my dad. So now I have Resident Evil to play when my wife is driving. My favorite game of all time. I can take this anywhere now. This is very, very important to me. I might as well just sell my entire collection. I have everything I want now on this Switch. All my favorite games are on the Switch now. The first three Marios, Street Fighter 2, and old Resident Evil 4. The original Legend of Zelda I can play with their service, Breath of the Wild, so might as well just sell everything and go all digital with the old Switch. I wish Resident Evil 4 was physical. I would buy it again if it was physical. I see all these fags going, don't buy Resident Evil 4 on Switch, it's terrible, you bought it a million times. Go ahead and buy all of your lame fad games going on now, but I'm buying this. I don't care if I've had it a million times. I can have this portably now. Like, I can hide from the kids and play this now. I don't need a TV to play it. I can take it anywhere. I can play it in the car. I can play it at the break at work. I'll spend $60 on Resident Evil 4. Oh, and not only did I get that on here, you know what, I'm just going to change my name to Switchlord Stevenson. I'm legally changing my name to Switchlord Stevenson. Let me show you something else here. Not only that, but check it out. I got the Fatal Fury Special digital copy and Fighter's History Dynamite, Karnov's Revenge. this is a freaking hard game. It's really good though. It took me 72 credits to beat this. That would I could have bought lunch with that back then when this was out at the arcade. 72 credits, so this is hard. It's pretty hard, but it's very satisfying once you beat these guys. I still haven't played it against real people. I just played the arcade mode. Really cool game. One I always wanted to try. I have it now. It took 72 credits to beat it. The old Karnov from the old Data East games is the final boss. Oh, speaking of my road trip we're going on, I got some stuff to listen to. I'm really a dork when it comes to music. Love the James Bond soundtracks. I got the 30th anniversary Bond movies. I'll take this and listen to it in the car. It's got all of the theme songs up to... well, this is an older one. It only goes up to License to Kill theme songs. So I'll take that and listen to it in the car on our road trip. Got some more Bond songs here on the old John Barry Moviola Part 2. Mostly Bond songs, other John Barry scores, tracks from his other scores in here. John Barry is my favorite musician of all time. Something about that really loud brass, and then the strings, and then the those really beautiful haunting minor major 9 chords in a lot of his music. There's no other movie composer like John Barry, as far as I'm concerned. Oh, and then speaking of 007, my one yard sale find, I got Chitty Chitty Bang Bang on Blu-ray for $2. I'm hoping my girls will like it. I was never really big into this movie. The reason I got it is it's produced by Albert Broccoli, the producer of the James Bond movies, and then the story is written by Ian Fleming, the author of the Bond novels. And then you'll see a lot of the Bond actors in here, like Goldfinger, and I think, Gert Frobe, and I think Desmond Llewellyn that plays Q is in here too. This movie has Dick Van Dyke. It's a fun little kids musical movie, sort of like around the time of Mary Poppins and Bedknobs and Broomsticks, stuff like that. So I got that on Blu-ray, add to the collection. My last couple eBay purchases right here. I'm trying to fill out my 007 video game collection. Now I ordered all these from the same guy on eBay. It came out to like $13. GoldenEye Rogue Agent for GameCube. Love this game. I have it on Xbox and I just picked it up on PlayStation, so now I have it on GameCube. Really fast-paced action shooter. No spy stuff going on here. You don't even play as 007. You play as some dork with like a golden eye. But a lot of the old classic villains characters are in here. Dr. No, Pussy Galore, Oddjob, Goldfinger, Francisco Scaramanga, the man with the golden gun, is in here, and he's actually voiced by Christopher Lee, who played him in the 1974 movie. Man, a lot of the multiplayer maps or locations out of the movie. I really love this game. You fight through a lot of locations in Moonraker, A View to a Kill, Goldfinger. Oh, Scaramanga's Funhouse. Like that's perfect for a deathmatch video game. Scaramanga's Funhouse from the Man with the Golden Gun's in here. Anyway, got that one. GoldenEye 007 for Wii. I didn't have this one. I had it on Xbox. So now I have it on here. I really enjoyed this game. I thought it was a pretty impressive, fun game. I played through it on Xbox. Have it on the old Wii now. And then Quantum of Solace, another really solid first-person shooter. Covers Casino Royale and Quantum of Solace in a video game. I played that on Xbox 360. Now I have it on the old Wii. So I think I have every James Bond game released on a Nintendo console now, except for Nightfire, and that one's easy to find. It's cheap. Okay, and here's my last eBay purchase. This was $20, but I'm afraid it's going to go up in price, and I never see it anywhere. I tried I tried to bid on it a couple times, but I never get it for less than 20. So I got this thing for 20 delivered. Silent Hill 4 The Room. That's the only one of the original 5 Silent Hills I didn't have. I have 1, 2, Origins, and Homecoming. And what's the other one? Downpour. I don't have that other one that was on Wii. I don't really care about that one. Yeah, Silent Hill 4 The Room. I tried this one a few times, but I couldn't get too far into it. So now I have it. I got to complete 3 first. I'm about halfway through 3. Anyway, this was all complete and everything. I got to have it on my old Xbox. I think it's even more expensive on PlayStation 2. I don't care. I usually go all Xbox. Okay, and then last thing, I got the 4 for 20 at GameStop. I didn't have a car last week. I was waiting for a part. So I just walked over to GameSpot. I got any games marked $4.99 or below or 4 for 10. So I couldn't pass these up. Got another copy of Oblivion, Elder Scrolls 4. This is one of my favorite games of all time. This is my favorite Elder Scrolls. I used to have this on Xbox back when I was a frickin' slob. All I would do at work was think about this game. I just come home and play it. My wife was obsessed with it too, so we would always be fighting over the Xbox. I eventually bought a PS3 with this game so we could both play it at the same time. We were both obsessed with this game. I platinumed it on my old Xbox 360 account. Yeah, I play this game so much. Love it. I have the Game of the Year edition. Roaming Dan was looking for the map in here. That's why I got it. It comes with a map. But I forgot he already got one. He already got... I think someone else sent him the map. I forgot who it was. But anyway, I have this now. My wife was happy with it. She says she doesn't mind having an extra copy of Oblivion. Gears of War 3, and then Gears of War Judgment. I didn't have these. Had Gears of War 1. That's a really great game. Gears of War 2. I didn't go any further than Gears of War 2. DGC actually sent me a copy of Gears of War 2. So now I have 3 and Judgment. So I think that's all the Gears of War I have on 360 now. And then the old Endless Ocean. I got that. I thought my daughters would enjoy it. They like underwater stuff. They like marine life, like fish and manta rays and sharks and all that. I thought they would enjoy this. They played it a little bit, but they kind of lost interest with it. I have to say, this is a really nice looking game for a Nintendo Wii. I didn't know it could put out visuals like this. Yeah, really nice looking game. It's not really a game. You just sort of explore and pet fishes and feed fish and scuba dive around and explore a beautiful tropical coral reef. Yeah, so all these games they came out to $9.71. Yee. Okay, everybody, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you next time. Bye.